Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska. Today, at a place where the fans have shown unprecedented loyalty. They packed this place no matter the circumstances, and optimism running high as the Cornhuskers are set to open a new season. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it away first. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Completes it in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw. It's on target and complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this.
Makes the catch on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got the back over the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because he starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him. And then, boom, he hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me. And now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to get to it. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air. It's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Gator. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. At the 45, on its way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Florida 14, Nebraska 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hall. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snap it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Scanning the field, it's Glagway. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Shrugs through the defender.
The running back carry. Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the toss. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get set.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskers! Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got us.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Flagway, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Hawkins. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the connection. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
It's complete to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Catch in the middle, it's Hall. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. And that ball is picked off. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles going downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
Nebraska 28, Florida 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his act.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, how about I have it? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
Touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarter.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Husker! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. Attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Running wide open down the gut. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Nebraska. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he's going to let it go. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 17 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go with a direct snap. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. For this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a 1-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They get a big win here and start the